Power injection is used to provide additional power to the LEDs. You'll need to basically inject power every 50 feet about, and all of our strings are 50 feet long, and there will be a couple extra wires on the end, either in the connector or in the pixel itself, where you can do this more easily. For power injection, we provide a 2-conductor cable that's usually gray, but sometimes it will be white as well. And this will get run alongside all your LEDs inside the channel, and you essentially just tap into it every 50 feet, and this will run the entire length of your run, and just tap into it like that basically. So this video will show you what to do for the wiring. The first step is you'll need to cut the cable, and then you'll need to remove a little bit of the outer jacket on both sides. And then you'll want to make sure to strip each side. And then you'll basically just do a T for this. And you can use these Wago connectors, but these are not waterproof. If you want to use them and make them waterproof, you can put heat shrink over them. In this example, we will just use some of these heat shrink butt connectors. And so what you'll want to do is you want to twist 2 of these wires together. These ones are all colored the same, so you'll just twist them together. And if you're using the heat shrink butt connectors, it might be a little tight fit, so you might need to just kind of twist it a little bit. And then you just crimp it. And then do the same for the black wires. And then you just complete it by crimping these on the other side of the injection cable to continue the run down. Okay, and then just give them a tug, make sure that they're in there tight and won't come loose. Make sure everything is wired correctly, so all the reds go to reds, blacks go to blacks. And then either take your heat gun or a lighter. And there you got it. And then you just do this exact same thing every 50 feet, and then you'll also inject power at the very end of your LED installation. If you're done with your installation and you have LEDs left over on the string, you can go ahead and just cut the rest off. It won't cause any issues. If you may need to add a power injection point on the end if your last LED is more than about 15 feet, 20 feet from your previous power injection point. So to do that, again, you can just cut in the middle of the string, and then with your power injection line, again, just remove a bit of the outer jacket and strip the wires a bit, and then separate out the wires on the LED and strip those. You can actually cut the middle wire a bit shorter because you won't need that. That's the data line. So go ahead and just cut that a bit shorter to get it out of the way, and then strip the other wires. And then just use some heat shrink butt connectors to connect the power injection to the last LED. So again, white wire is your positive, so that will connect to the red. So we'll put butt connectors on these real quick. So white, we'll go with red. And then don't worry about the middle one because we don't have a green wire here, there's no data. Then take the opposite one, which is the ground, and connect that with the black wire. Okay, and then just double check, make sure your wiring is correct. So red to the white, black to the opposite side. And then give them a tug, make sure that the connections aren't going to come out. And then you shrink the heat shrink with a heat gun or a lighter. And that's how you do power injection on your final LED.